time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Lance Lynn gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Lance Lynn is a strike-throwing machine. Not an overpowering guy. He's 92 to 95 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 60 to 70% fastballs. Does have the slider and does use his changeup. He's primarily a fastball-type pitcher. If he has that good breaking ball, he could be really tough.
So stepping in, Starling Marte. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Drury has it. Over to first, and it's a brisk start here this afternoon. Quickly 2 away.
Third baseman,
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. Lynn looks in. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
It was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
So coming to the plate, Franz Reyes, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 1-2. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Hicks, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had 2 outs, but the 3-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
In is Jorge Soler. High and deep down the left field line. Soto is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Miami. Adrian Moore is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them, as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Brian Dozier's a guy that's working through some things these days. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches, because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. One out, nobody on. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
You want to talk about setting a tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
The 1-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Here's Matt Adams now. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. The 1-2. is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. Miami's out in front, 1-0. Digging in now, Garrett Cooper. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Garrett Cooper.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Turner has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 14 on the season, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Into the box, Ari Perez, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He comes in 1 tick shy of 300 at 299. 7 homers and 54 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, Adrian Moore. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Lynn gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Miami. Digging in, Aaron Hicks, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Marte. Makes the play, 1 away.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we focus on something real quick? There's 3 of them out there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball. That's just special right there. Look for some highlight reel plays in this one.
Now in the box, Domingo Santana. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he misses again, ball 3. Brian Dozier waits on deck. To right field. Reyes sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Grounder down the line at third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Ready now for the Marlins, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So not wasting any time here as he's running first pitch and nabs second on the stolen base. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Come on, Nats.
Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. A bouncer to the left side. Drury gloves it, and there are 2 away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franz Reyes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set, and the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile.
Leading off for the Nationals, catcher, Luke Maile.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Lance Lynn.
Stepping up now, Lance Lynn. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Slow roller back to the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Slapped hard the opposite way. Reyes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. At the plate, Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. It was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat. Striding into the box, Garrett Cooper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. His second home run of the game. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Standing in now, Ari Perez. Line drive, base hit to right.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
In now, Adrian Moore. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. First time up, he went down looking. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is pulled into right. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher, to give up a base hit, Dero, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and found a way to get himself a knock.
Sit him down right here. Shut him down now.
First pitch on its way. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Towards second. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lynn comes set. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Santana. And that's the 3rd out. But the Marlins strike for 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Nationals nothing. Standing in, Brendan Drury. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Chapman in foul ground makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Digging in, Juan Soto. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left, and even 30 home runs on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Matt Adams. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Natty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
This is foul right side. Adams, the runner at second with 1 away. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Domingo Santana, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Nationals draw one back on the solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Marlins 5 and the Nats 1. Ready once again, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franz Reyes. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south. trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here it comes, 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Three and 0 now. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Matt Grace comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. In is Jorge Soler. Fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Don't let him score.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper as he rips it on the ground to second. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose.
Let's go nuts.
The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Let's get him down right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And he'll throw against his body to first. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knob.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. From the belt, kicks and deals. 0-1 the count. Marte leads off first with one away.
Let's go, DC.
Runner! And there he goes towards second. Hit hard back up the middle. Kerner loves it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Adrian Moore.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Adrian Moore. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Drury is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead it 8-1. So striding in, Brian Dozier.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here we go.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one away.
Up next for Washington, catcher, Luke Bailey.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maile. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses for ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. A ball and a strike. And he takes a called strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, pitcher, Matt Gray.
Moses Sierra will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 49, Moses Sierra.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes
a swing and a miss that retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Number 60 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 60.
Here's Starling Marte.
Leading off for Miami, center fielder, Starling Marte.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Chris Taylor, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Drilled to the right side, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Taylor stands at first with 1 out. This is line to left. Soto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box now, Franz Reyes, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Stepping in now, Jorge Soler. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Marlins lead this one 8-1. A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And a breaking ball stays outside. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
pretty impressive. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Juan Soto. No balls and 1 strike. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here at Griffith Stadium in our nation's capital. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Cooper.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Seared down the first baseline. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
Standing in now, Ari Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Drury has it. The Dozier for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at Griffith Stadium. Miami's out in front, 8-1. Here's Matt Adams now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The 0-2 delivery. That misses. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Reyes going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Domingo.
In now, Domingo Santana, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-1. Adams takes his lead at third with 1 away. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
2-0 now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maile, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. There's a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Reyes. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Victor Robles will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Victor Robles.
Ground ball right side. Marte gloves it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. 8th inning coming up. The Marlins lead it 8-2. Trevor Gott enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Trevor Gott.
Christian Optimus is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Liner in there for a base hit.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. from the stretch. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Chris Taylor is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The 1-0 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the second run will score as well.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll take a look at ball 1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Taylor leads off second with nobody out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hicks going back to the track. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long fly out. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Into the box now, Franz Reyes, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Santana giving chase, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. In to score the runner from third.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
In is Jorge Soler. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
This has been a rough inning for him on the mound, but now after that sac fly, he's got to reset. No one on base, so just get 2 more outs and let your teammates try to pick you up with the bats.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Stepping into the box, Garrett Cooper. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Ketel Marte. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. He's set. Here it comes. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Soler rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they extend their lead even further. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. In now, Ari Perez.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Soto there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 13-2. Jose Quezada is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Jose Quezada.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. He's set and the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Quezada typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Ready now, Brandon Drury. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
The next 1-2 pitch. Up around the face.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Brandon Drury is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Juan Soto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Two out, nobody on. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second.
Marte has it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And as you can see, they are way behind. Settling in now, Jose Quezada, and he might get a chance to hit for himself. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch down the first baseline. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Stepping in now, Starling Marte, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Don't let him score!
Ready with the 0-1. This is line to left. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. And not in time as the run scores. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Tim Collins comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Chris Taylor. Line drive to center field. Hicks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. The pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Miami's out in front, 14-2. Here's Matt Adams now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Center fielder number 35.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. The 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Reyes. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Domingo Santana.
Now batting, Domingo Santana. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
This is on the ground over to first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 14-2 the final score in this one. The Fish, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Adrian Moore hangs win number 11 on his line. Lance Lynn allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.